Now I'm going to toss it over to Ryan Davis for the next demo. Ryan Davis!
Yes, sir. You guys have jets over there, and that's cool, but we've got robots. Isn't that right?
Robots and missiles, bombs,
Peter Helm
miniguns.
from Ubisoft, you're here to give us a look at War World.
Absolutely.
Now, besides giant robots murdering each other, what is this game about?
That is what it's
Oh,
about.
excellent! That's a great start. So let's jump into the game. Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure thing. So it's for Xbox Live Arcade.
Okay.
And it's actually one of the first titles that is taking advantage of the increased size limit. So
how big are we talking here?
We're looking at around 125 megabytes, possibly
So
more.
one of the first things to really that you have to comment on here is this doesn't really look like your average Xbox Live Arcade game.
No.
I mean, graphically, this is looking like a full-on game. Now, what does that mean to kind of the scope of the game?
Well, in terms of gameplay, it is an Xbox Live game in that you can jump in, pick it up right away. The controls are very much like Halo, but because of the extra memory that we were afforded by our friends at Microsoft,
right?
It means it's graphically far superior to anything we've seen out there.
So what is just the crux of the gameplay here? I've seen it's like third-person action.
It's a third-person, 8-player networked shooter on live. You can play with up to 15 AI opponents if you want to do the single player. There's all your traditional modes: deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag. There's a bomb assault mode, and really it's just about fragging your friends and talking smack over the headset. And there's also an arcade mode with 100 levels for single player for those people who are just achievement.
That's 100. 100
suckers.
levels is a lot.
Yes. There are not 100 different maps, but there are 100 different levels with different setups of enemies. You're actually assigned a mech for that. Whereas with deathmatch and things like that, you get a choice of 10 mechs and 8 maps. And the mechs, as you would imagine, vary a great deal. The one that is on screen right now is my personal favorite because he has jump jets.
So he's a little more mobile.
He's the smallest one,
okay,
but he has jump jets. And right now he's got his shields going, and so he can really kind of drop down right next to you and just fire those miniguns right into your back. And so I'm a big fan of him. There's a mech which has stealth ability,
okay,
and it actually disappears, and it's not on the radar or on the you can't visibly see him until he shoots you. There's great big mechs that are good for the open maps with just unbelievable firepower. We're talking guided missiles, mortars, lasers, lots and lots of Gatling guns.
So are the weapons pre-assigned to these mechs, or can you pick anything up in the field? What's that like?
We weren't looking to go for sort of the hardcore mech experience because, again, it is an Xbox Live game. We didn't want super customization, 20 lasers and 20 different shields and things like that. So we actually tried to balance out different mechs. So you've got this little guy up against a huge
mech.
That
is a large mech right there.
But
and he took him out, though.
But he's got great special powers with the jump jets. His guns are actually really strong. He doesn't have much armor, but he's fast. So there's one mech in there that's got super speed. I mean, he hits the boost and he's across a massive map. So we really just tried to balance things out, and our hope is that players are going to find their favorite mech, find their favorite map, and really get so involved in it that they become experts with that particular mech, or if they play the arcade mode, they become experts with all of them and all the maps.
Now, what would you say just the pacing of the game is like?
It's extremely fast. If you actually, we're just demoing the single player right now, but you can have up to 16 mechs, well, 15 plus yourself, and even though it's a very large map,
yeah,
it is just frenetic. There's missiles flying everywhere, explosions of mechs, just your giant robots just blowing up left and right. It's really so much more fast-paced than your average live arcade game. It really seems more like a retail game than a live arcade game to me.
Well, I mean, I'll say it certainly looks like one, which I have to ask, and I totally understandable if you aren't able to answer at this moment. But what sort of price point are you guys looking for on this?
Well, I would love to tell you, but Microsoft keeps mum on that, so
yes, that's
I
their
can't
game.
say. That's not my
But
fault.
do you have something in mind?
Well, put it this way, I'm sure you guys won't be disappointed.
Okay, excellent. Jody, what do the folks at home want to know about War World?
A couple of them are asking about the storyline. Is it about Joseph from Louisville mentioned? Is it going to have a story, or is it just a battle royal game?
Oh, it's just a battle royal. It's about getting in there and blowing up people, your friends, strangers, just owning people.
Now I see that in the game the mechs blow up really nicely. You get a nice disintegration there. Is there any sort of destructibility in the environments, or is it strictly with the mechs?
It's really strictly with the mechs. One of the interesting things we did add, however, is that when you get the kill, so it's especially important to poach other people's kills.
Yeah.
There's a health boost
Oh,
from
excellent.
a dead mech. So aside from winning the frag count in the deathmatch, you're more likely to survive longer. But you respawn very quickly.
So a little bit of strategy.
Yep.
Excellent. Jody, why don't you give me one more question?
Sure. Matthew Chun from Canada would like to know, and I think he's a Transformers fan, because he would like to know if there's any transformation that you can do with the different forms on the mechs.
What if he likes GoBots, Jody? Do you
Wasn't
consider that?
GoBots the Canadian Transformers? No, there is no transforming, but you'll notice with the animations are pretty amazing when if you have the Leviathan, which is on the screen now, as he turns, you get some really nice animations out of them. But no, you won't see any cars or
Dinosaurs.
any jets, any Ace Combat jets.
So also no Gundams then?
Yeah, no, none of that. Just lots and lots of explosions and guns and robots.
Excellent. Peter, thanks for coming by and giving us this show. I would ask you when it's coming out, but
the best
when's
that
it
I
coming
can
out?
offer you is it will be coming out in late summer.
Late summer.
So you don't have too long to wait.
Soon then.
Soon.
Beautiful. Thank you again, Peter.
Sure thing.
Rich, back to you.
Thanks. While we get ready, Justin's going to be doing our next demo, but not yet. Not yet. I'm even going to disappear for it. First, we have the interview we promised you earlier for Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Check it out.